In our last episode, we uncovered the origins of the Assassins, the enigmatic and deadly sect led by Hassan I-Sabbah, whose fortress at Alamut became a stronghold of both knowledge and terror. Now, we move deeper into their shadowy world, as they rise to prominence, influencing the course of history during the Crusades and clashing with some of the most powerful figures of their time. This is part 2 of the Assassins, the shadowy order that shaped history. As the Assassins solidified their hold over Persia, their influence began stretching into the heart of the Levant, modern-day Syria and beyond. By the late 11th and early 12th centuries, a new force had arrived in the region, the European Crusaders. These foreign invaders sought to claim the Holy Land, carving out Christian kingdoms in a region already torn apart by Muslim infighting. This new geopolitical chaos provided the perfect opportunity for the Assassins to expand their influence. The Assassins, ever the masters of manipulation and precision, did not engage in open warfare with the Crusaders. Instead, they pursued their time-honored strategy, targeting key leaders with calculated assassinations. But unlike their relentless attacks on the Seljuk Turks, their relationship with the Crusaders was complex. At times, they saw the Crusaders as a useful counterbalance against their traditional Sunni Muslim rivals. At other times, they deemed European leaders a threat. One of the most infamous instances of an assassin operation against a Crusader leader was the murder of Conrad of Montferrat, the newly elected king of Jerusalem. In 1192, just days before his coronation, 2 assassins disguised as Christian monks approached Conrad and, in a swift and deadly strike, ended his life. Who ordered the hit remains a mystery. Some believe it was Richard the Lionheart, while others suspect Saladin himself. Whatever the truth, it sent shockwaves through the Crusader states, proving that not even the most powerful rulers were beyond the reach of the Assassins. But the Assassins did not solely rely on violence. They were also shrewd diplomats, striking secret deals with both Crusaders and Muslim leaders to ensure their survival. Some accounts suggest that they even offered their services to certain Crusader leaders, eliminating rival factions in exchange for protection and political leverage. If the Crusaders were occasional foes, Saladin, the great Muslim leader of the Ayyubid dynasty, was a sworn enemy. As he united Muslim lands to reclaim the Holy Land from the Crusaders, he saw the Assassins as a dangerous, rogue force that could not be left unchecked. The Assassins, on the other hand, viewed Saladin as a tyrant who sought to undo their influence in Syria. Determined to stop him, the Assassins made multiple attempts on Saladin's life. The most famous attempt occurred in 1176, when a group of assassins infiltrated his camp. As Saladin slept, the killers crept past his guards, ready to strike. But just as they reached his tent, an alarm was raised, and they were cut down before completing their mission. Saladin was shaken. How could his mighty army fail to protect him from an unseen enemy? Furious and determined to end the assassin threat, Saladin turned his army against the assassins' Syrian headquarters in Masyaf. His forces laid siege to the fortress, believing it would fall easily. But the assassins were masters of psychological warfare. According to legend, one night during the siege, Saladin awoke to find a dagger lying next to him, alongside a note warning him to abandon his campaign. The message was clear: the assassins could reach him anytime, anywhere. Realizing that brute force alone would not defeat them, Saladin chose diplomacy, making peace with the order rather than risk further conflict. The assassins' ability to survive was no accident. They understood the art of strategic patience, leveraging fear, deception, and calculated alliances. Their survival tactics allowed them to thrive in a world where they were vastly outnumbered. But even their mastery of the shadows would soon be tested by an enemy unlike any they had faced before. While the assassins had survived countless enemies, a new and even more terrifying force was rising in the east, the Mongols. Ruthless, disciplined, and unstoppable, The Mongols under Genghis Khan and his successors would soon turn their gaze toward Persia and the assassin strongholds. Their approach to warfare was unlike anything the assassins had ever faced before. Would their legendary tactics be enough to withstand the coming storm? The Mongols were known for their brutal efficiency. Unlike previous enemies who could be manipulated or outwitted, the Mongols did not rely on diplomacy or fear. They destroyed their enemies completely. As they moved closer to assassin territory, the leaders of Alamut knew that a clash was inevitable. In the next and final episode of this series, we will witness the downfall of the Assassin Order, how their secretive empire met its end at the hands of the Mongols, and the lasting impact they left on history. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to continue uncovering the secrets of history's most mysterious brotherhood. This is History Unveiled, where the past comes to life.